Hey YouTube, this is the Unexpected Wonder coming to you with a segment I like to call One Piece Mysteries, because if you know anything about the series of One Piece, whether you are an anime or manga fan, Ichiro Oda leaves a lot of things hanging, a lot of things in suspense, a lot of subplots and this and that, blah blah blah, and we don't know a lot. And this episode, what do we have here? What happened during the time skip? There's a lot of things that happen in the One Piece world during this 2-year time skip. I mean, the fact that what happened right before the war, right before the time skip, you had the Marineford War. So the Marines were all messed up. You had Shichibukai getting in and out of the Shichibukai position. So the world government, and that was messed up. You had a Yonko going down, so the new world was messed up. You had these supernovas, this worst generation coming through and wrecking everything. So the whole world's in chaos right now. So what happened though? Specifically, what happened? Let's begin with Scratchman Apu. Now, a lot of people, I guarantee, were like me. When I read this in the manga, like Scratchman Apu, what I was thinking, what the hell is going on? That is what I was thinking. Like, Scratchman Apu? The fact that he had a higher bounty than Basil Hawkins. A higher bounty. He had something like 340 million. I'm like, Apu? And also the fact that, Luffy only we had him, I know he's been on a hiatus, but come on, he has a 400 million berry bounty. And Scratchman Apu had a 340 million berry bounty. I think Basil Hawkins had 315. If it's not 315, it's 320. One of them two. So it's like, but then as I watched the anime this past over 2 weeks ago, I thought about it. I'm like, reminiscing, looking back in my memory, I remember Scratchman Apu was one of the only supernovas who didn't get totally wrecked by Kizaru. He actually had a quite powerful devil fruit ability. We only saw a small sample of that, okay? And depending on how you use it, it could be devastating. And how do we know his music ability could be devastating? Look at Brook during the Fishman Island arc, okay? His music that put large groups to sleep, devastating. The fact is, the dude, he didn't seem that powerful, but we see him busting up into the Kid Pirates refuge, base, home base, and just whacking, causing havoc. The fact that he's completely unafraid of Eustace Captain Kidd. The fact that Killer invited both him and Hawkins to make an alliance with Kidd. It's saying stuff. The man is far more powerful than we thought. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I had him written off kind of like Capone and Uruguay. Okay, I thought he was there. No, apparently this dude's in one of the higher level of the supernova. So I'm like, okay, good for you, Scratchman Apu, doing work. And on the same sense, what happened to the Kid Pirates during the time skip? The fact is, look, I remember reading the manga, and I'm like, I'm seeing Eustace Captain Kidd. Kidd. He just got all scarred up. I'm like, yo, it's real. The fact that both Kidd and Killer just looking manly. These dudes just behemoths now. So it's like, yo, they've been warring over here, okay? They've been at war. It brings in the realization of what the new world really is. I'm like, yo, this ain't nothing to play with, okay? Only the strong survive, the weak can die, get the hell out. That's the new world. We in new world now. But what happened to him? Also, we had the fact that the Big Mom Pirates are kind of pissed at at Kid. A Yonko's pissed at Kid. Yo, what's good? What did Kid do during the time skip? Don't know yet. Another so I think Kid's been kind of going up against the Big Mom Pirates domain. You know how the Yonkos control according to Trafalgar Law. Sorry for anime only viewers, but I gotta talk. I mean, come on, get up to date with it, y'all. Read the manga. Trafalgar Law explained to Luffy and the Straw Hats how Yonkos control different regions. Like they got many subordinates under them, powerful pirates and whatnot, and different nations under their protection and stuff. So I'm guessing Kid's been going up against Big Mom's subordinates. So I think that's what's going on there. I highly doubt he's going up against the Big Mom pirates as of yet. Okay, and another reason why they made this alliance, Killer suggested the alliance because they need help. I mean, you talking about Yonko here. Enough said. Another thing, during connection with the Straw Hats. Number one, what is Dark King Silver's really capable of? The fact is, we skipped, Oda did not show, or at least we didn't see it in an anime. I didn't read the manga at the time, but I'm pretty sure it didn't show what happened in Luffy's training, Monkey D. Luffy's training with Rayleigh on the island next to Amazon Lily. What can Rayleigh do? I mean, we hear in the anime how he noticed that there were, I believe, over 300 creatures who were more powerful than Luffy, which that in itself was crazy, but there was that. So his observation hockey's up there. We know his armament hockey is just elite level. I mean, he was going blow for blow with Kizaru on Sabaody like it was nothing. Like, this is just a walk in the park. I mean, he is the Dark King Silver's Rayleigh. And the fact is, he was the vice captain of Goldie Rogers' crew. You understand what I'm saying? So this dude, this triple OG character, this dude, this dude's the boss. The fact that he also has Conqueror's Haki, what can this dude do? And also, what are his plans? What are his goals? Because I don't think he just helped Luffy just because he sees potential. I think there's more to it. Okay, this will not be the last time we see Rayleigh. Rayleigh will come. I think he may be a big factor coming down the stretch. What is Rayleigh's objective? What can he do and what is his objective? Okay. Then let's see. Also, the Straw Hats. What in the world can Luffy do? Okay. What did Luffy learn during the time skip? Because before Luffy was, he took down 2 Shichibukai. So we know this dude. Amongst other things, we know this dude is powerful, but he mastered the basics of Haki in a year and a half. That means half a year was left. What did Luffy learn? What is he capable of? Really, we don't know. Luffy's just been cruising. Even though he's lost the Sea of the Clown, this dude been cruising so far. This is the beginning of the new world, but still, a lot of people are doubting Luffy. But I have to believe Luffy is Admiral level. Now, I don't think he's able to take down the Admiral just yet. But I do believe he can go, he can hold his own against the Admiral. I've said that before. What else? Robin. What did Robin learn during the time skip? Robin has barely said anything during post-time skip. Anything. She had to have met Monkey D. Dragon. The Revolutionary Army wanted her, okay? Why did they want... she I believe will fill in a lot of holes when the time comes to the grand scheme of One Piece, okay? Robin, watch my words, Nico Robin is very important. What she knows is huge. 2 years is a long time. And I don't think she's even shown what she's capable of. That's another thing to watch for. What is Nico Robin capable of? I think she knows at least how to use observation hockey. I really believe so. I think so. Because, I'm sorry, she spent 2 years, with the Revolutionary Army, and she doesn't at least know how to use observation hockey. Now, I don't think, her armaments hockey, obviously Luffy, well, it hasn't been hinted, but I really believe she knows how to use. I don't think she knows how to use armaments hockey, obviously, because she couldn't go up against Caesar Clown, according to Luffy. But I believe she knows how to use observation hockey. I genuinely think that one. Another thing. What happened? Oh, Buggy the Clown. Yo, Buggy the Clown kills a Shichibukai. Buggy the Clown becomes a Shichibukai. Sorry, y'all. Little interruption. Buggy the Clown becomes a Shichibukai during the time skip. How powerful has Buggy got? Now, a lot of people have written Buggy off, because of pre-time skip. He wasn't that, you didn't see. But yo, I don't care what anybody says. I don't think this is just a political move. I think Buggy has become dangerous. Look at all the Shichibukais. Okay? Look at all the Shichibukai. We have Dracula, Hawkeye's Mihawk. We already know. You've had, Don Quixote Doflamingo. Do I even need to say that? You've had Bartholomew Kuma. Again, don't even need to say nothing. Boa Hancock. Sir Crocodile. Yes, Sir Crocodile. You've had Blackbeard, Marshall D. Teach. We have now Trafalgar Law. You've had even Gecko Moria. Now, he wasn't powerful in and of himself, but his ability was massive. Could be devastating. Anybody else? Oh, and Jinbei. Every Shichibukai we've had before. Oh, and we have an unnamed Shichibukai. So what happened with that, yo? What's up with the Shichibukai? How did they pick their positions, So, Buggy the Clown. What is Buggy able to do? And along that, talking about ex-Shichibukai, Crocodile. Where Crocodile at? What he up to? Has he been able to upgrade himself? Meaning, pre-time skip, he had a problem with water. Water is weakening him. Has he been able to overcome that? And now, because, honestly, if he didn't have that weakness, easily one of the top in the One Piece world, truly top tier. Crocodiles. Watch for Sir Crocodile to show back himself up. And another one a lot of people are waiting for. And now, Inaru, the so-called god back on Skype here. Yo, Inaru, what's up? What's up with the moon? What he doing? Has he upgraded his game? I think he's had to at least learn some armaments hockey. I mean, come on, man. If this dude had armaments hockey, he already had devastating observation. But if this dude had armaments hockey with his devil fruit, oh my goodness. Oh, I can't wait to see that happen. So what's up with a now? What did he learn? What not even just battle experience. What did he learn going up to the moon? Yeah, could play a key role. Another thing. Not Bartolomeo. Bellamy. What happened with Bellamy on Skypiea? Yo, there's a lot that could play a key thing. He went up there and he's like, he's got a whole change perspective, and he didn't tell Luffy what happened. So I think there's something there as well. What's up with the Skypeans? Another thing I mentioned about the Straw Hats, and that's Roanoa Zoro's training. Now most of the Straw Hats training, whatever. That is whatever. I'm sorry, it's Nami, Sanji, Chopper, Usopp, Frankie, Brooke. I mean, all that. I'm not saying it's not important, but if we don't learn that, but Zoro, when he came back post time skip, Zoro, he was strong, not to the body level of Kid and Killer, but Zoro came back physically stronger. His mindset seemed to have matured. What happened to him on Mihawk's Island? What happened to him? What did he go through? And as again showed in the anime this past week, doggone his thoughts about it. He said 2 years for nothing. So I'm thinking he took his, along with Luffy, arguably the most serious out of anything, out of any of the Straw Hats. Took his training. It was legit. Anything else for this segment? I'm trying to think. Hold on, y'all. Oh, one last thing I would like to mention. What happened, how powerful is Akainu now? How powerful is Akainu? Is Akainu okay? The reason I say this, I ask this for two reasons. Now, we see pre-time skip how Akainu goes out and he arrests Jewelry Bonnie, right? Even though we see Bonnie escape now. But Akainu, I mean, you see Kizaru, not Kizaru, Aokiji. He did battle against Aokiji, and that was the whole 10-day thing. And Aokiji, he's messed up in a way. He's powerful. Again, he actually got seemingly more powerful. But Akainu, he beat Aokiji, and Aokiji instantly stops. Again, I ain't trying to spoil, but read the manga. He stops Doflamingo. What? How is Aokiji? I mean, not Aokiji. How is Akainu changed? How has he changed? Is he more powerful? Is he banged up? Like, what's up with Akainu? That's another thing. What happened to Akainu during the 2-year time skip? Because I remember when we saw the thing about when it showed Marine headquarters, in the New World, at the end of the New World, and Akainu was giving out his, he was talking to them and telling Fujitora to go to Dressrosa and all that. Akainu, he seemed different. He just seemed, had the air. We knew it was Akainu, but he wasn't the way he was before. So what happened to him? And this thus ends this episode of what happened during the time skip. A lot of questions, a lot of beautiful things. More One Piece mysteries on the way, and hope y'all have a beautiful night, beautiful day. Peace.